I spent many years to tell you this today. Learning programming was never a quantity game because most beginners believe that spending long hours learning coding will make them experts faster. But what if I told you that things don't go like this? And now, you might have clicked on this video expecting a simple answer like study X hours a day. But instead of just giving you a number, I'll go beyond that. So, let's get started. Many people who just started their journey in programming think that more hours means more progress. But here's what actually happens. You sit down, open your code editor, and then you check your phone. You scroll through social media. You watch YouTube tutorials, but don't actually code. Before you know it, many hours have passed, but how much did you actually learn? Probably not as much as you expected. This is called passive learning, where you consume information without applying it. It feels like you're studying, but in reality, you're not making any real progress. Now, let's flip the scenario. Imagine you only have 2 hours to study, but during those 2 hours, your phone is off. No distractions, no notifications, and you're actively coding and learning. This is called active learning. Instead of watching endless tutorials without focus, or just picking up your phone, you write code, you solve problems, and you fix errors. You struggle again and again, but that's what makes you learn effectively. So the question you might ask now is, how do you study effectively? Here's a simple structure that works. First 30 minutes, review what you learned yesterday. This helps reinforce memory. Next 60 minutes, code something new. This could be a mini project or a coding challenge. Final 30 minutes, fix errors and reflect. Debugging is where real learning happens. This 2-hour structure will give you more progress than a full day of passive learning. And here, 2 hours is just an example. You can use this structure for however long you want. Now you might be wondering, if 2 hours are enough, should I just stop after that? Not necessarily. If you have extra time, you can extend your study session, but only if you stay focused. The key is to stop before you get mentally exhausted so that you stay consistent every day. Instead of burning out after a few days, you'll develop a sustainable routine that keeps you improving. And let me tell you something, learning for long hours a day is not the actual problem itself, but the problem is how you do it and its effects in the future. Let me break this down. For example, if you study for long hours every day, I'm sure you won't stay focused the entire time. That's the first issue. And even if you do focus, I can assume that after a week, you will stop learning. Why? Simply because it's not practical and not consistent. And the real question you should ask isn't, how many hours should I study? But rather, how can I make my study time effective even if it's not too long? And now, you have the answer. If you're still struggling with where to start, I've got you covered. You can contact me using the email in the description and I'll personally help guide you for free. See you in the next video. Question 2. Why do others earn more with the same skills? Think about 2 painters. One charges $50, the other charges $5,000. They both have the same tools, but one understands the game.